Hello everyone, welcome to the Data Engineers Club. I'm Kaushik and today I'm going to talk about a very special and very interesting SQL question, and this is related to a pattern called combination. So often in many interviews, this type of questions are asked like find valid patterns or find valid combinations rather. And this should be between two columns of same table or two columns from two different tables. In this case, I'm using an example of IPL. Okay, IPL season is ongoing, and most of us loves to watch IPL matches. There are currently 10 teams, and our job is to create matches between two teams. Okay, and there should be like more than one match between any two team. So if you are talking about CSK and KKR, then there should be only one match between them. So either CSK versus KKR or KKR versus CSK, either one of them should be in our output dataset. Both of them cannot coexist in our output dataset. Similarly, when we talk about Mumbai Indians and Rajasthan Royals, so both of them, either MI versus RR or RR versus MI, either one of them will be in our output dataset. So this is the question, and we will solve it using SQL. So I have already created the table. I have already inserted 10 records and the 10 team names. So and obviously these scripts and everything will be available via GitHub link in the video description. Now, if I check, yes, all the 10 teams are there. Now remember one thing, guys. Select star is a very bad practice. Whenever we're talking about any columnar database like Postgre, like Redshift, we should always avoid select star. And instead of select star, we should always provide select and particular column names. And this is also valid for columnar data sets like columnar file types like Parquet. Okay. So instead of select star, I'm going to use team ID, comma team name. Okay. Now, so whenever questions like this find valid combination, find combinations, combination type of questions like find combination, that keyword is there in the question. I want you guys to think about cross join. Okay. And in this case, I'm going to cross join. I'm going to use the same thing, cross join this table with itself. Okay. IPL teams IT2. So let me create IT1 dot team ID, and I'm going to pipe it with VS, and it will be like, IT2 dot team underscore ID as matches. Okay. I'm also going to put like IT1 dot team ID as team1, and similarly I'm gonna put it2 dot team ID as team2, and we will execute this query. So first of all, we can see this is obviously an invalid combination, CSK versus CSK. And as per the question, there is a combination CSK versus DC, and we have to check if there is a combination. Yes, DC versus CSK is also there. So we need to get rid of this two type of combinations. Um, and for that, we're going to use a technique called alphabetical sorting. Okay. Now let's talk about this string A, B, C, D. Okay. And for each letter, I can say A comes before B, and B comes before C, C comes before D. So alphabetically, D is on the, at the, in this string, alphabetically, D comes at last. And that is the reason we can say A is less than B, B is less than C, and C is less than D. Just think like that. Because A comes before B, so that's why A is less than B. Think like that. It will help you to understand the problem. Now let's talk about this word CSK and another KKR. So let's talk about the first uh, alphabet C, and the first alphabet of KKR is K. So alphabetically C comes before K, so C is less than K. Okay, so that means when we talk about alphabetical sorting or alphabetical ordering, CSK is going to be less than KKR. We can think like that because the first letter is for the first letter C is less than K. Now let's say the first letter is getting matched. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We're gonna move to the second letter and so and so. Okay. So um, in order to get rid of all those invalid combination, what we are gonna do? We are gonna add a where clause here, where it1.tmid is greater than it2.tmid. Okay. Yep. So we can see there are total 45 matches, and I don't think there is going to be any match like CSK versus CSK or RR versus RR or similar kind of stuff. To check that, let me create a CTE on top of it. CTE stands for as common table expression. We all know that. So select matches from CTE where matches like CSK percent KKR. No, there are no such match. Now let me check the opposite KKR versus CSK. Yes, there is a combination like that, KKR versus CSK. Now let me check CSK versus CSK. Yep, there are no such match CSK versus CSK. So I hope all of you have understood how I solved it, what is the technique. So whenever combination comes to the picture in SQL, I want you guys to think about cross join. I know cross join is expensive, but this is one of the most effective way to do that. So if you like this video, please don't forget to share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that all the new updated contents and interesting stuff I post in the channel, and you get to know about them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.